Good morning. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem. You may be seated. On behalf of the students at Northeastern High School, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2023 graduation ceremony. Thank you all for joining us this morning in our celebration. At this time, please welcome Ms. Fife, the Northeastern High School principal, to the stage.
Thank you, Ciasia Green, for delivering the Pledge of Allegiance and for that introduction. As part of ECPPS's effort to provide lasting memory, this is a reminder that the ceremony is being both live streamed and recorded. Good morning, parents, guardians, family, friends, school and district officials, staff members, and most importantly, the graduates of 2023. Today's ceremony, Today's ceremony is an exciting event, and on behalf of the staff and students, welcome to the 54th graduation ceremony of Northeastern High School. It is my honor to introduce and recognize the dignitaries on the stage and to my left who have joined us to commend this class. Honored guests are the members of the Elizabeth City Pasquotank Board of Education and District Administration. Please stand to be recognized as I call your names. From our Board of Education, School Board Chair Daniel Spence. Vice Chair Dr. Sheila Williams. And board members Sharon Warden, Pam Pereza, Mr. Rodney Walton, Angela Cobb, and Tommy Old. District administrators are Superintendent Dr. Keith Parker, Assistant Superintendent of Finance, Rachel Haynes, Associate Superintendent of Human Resources and Auxiliary Operations, Rhonda James Davis, Executive Director of Secondary Schools, Adrian Fonville. Thank you all so much for your support of our schools and commitment to every one of our students. Northeastern High School students are fortunate to have Isaac Lister, and Terry Wilson as their assistant principals. Special thanks to Kevin Chapman, our school counselor. A special thanks to staff members and faculty for working with these students every day. And additionally, thank you to ECSU, city and county officials, and law enforcement for keeping us safe today. Thank you so much. Student speakers today are Ciasia Green, Student Government President, Osha Gibbs, Senior Class President, Nashai Adams, Senior Class Vice President, and Gracie Wooten, Northeastern High School Student Board Member. Delivering our address for students today are our Cooper McLeese Award winners, Ethan Walston and Anaya Rainey. Finally, thank you parents, guardians, and all of you who care for these students, and most especially to you, the graduates. Thank you for allowing these years with you and for helping make them memorable. You will note that many of our students have received a variety of cords and pins placed on their stoles. These items were earned for work completed in high school and classes and presented earlier this month. With this graduation program today, we celebrate the final point in these students' high school education and applaud their commencement into higher education, career, armed, and public service. Students headed to universities have accumulated approximately $250,000 and counting in scholarships and other award money. Students, I am proud of the work that you have accomplished so far and look forward to knowing what your future holds. At this time, please welcome Osha Gibbs to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Keith Parker graduated from East Carolina University with a bachelor's and master's degree in history education and a doctorate in educational leadership. He began his career in Edgecombe County as a social studies teacher at Southwest Edgecombe High School. He also served as the principal of Martin Millennium Academy, a K-8 magnet school. Most recently, Dr. Parker served as a communications director, secondary school director, and assistant superintendent for Dare County Schools. Dr. Parker was named superintendent of the Elizabeth City Palisade Public Schools in 2022. Dr. Parker believes that the purpose of school is to prepare our young people with everything they will need to live a choice-driven life. Please welcome my superintendent, Dr. Keith Parker.
Thank you for that introduction this morning, and welcome, good morning, and congratulations again to the graduates of the class of 2023. What a wonderful morning, and I also want to say thank you to the faculty, to the staff, to the families, friends, and supporters that are here that have poured into our young people to make today a possibility. I'd like to say a special thank you this morning to all of the amazing, wonderful, and beautiful mothers that we have in our audience today. And I'm reminded of something Abraham Lincoln said when he said, "All that I am, I owe to my darling mother." And certainly none of us would be here without a mother. So let's give it up for our mothers that are here. And to our fathers, grandparents, guardians, friends, supporters, and everyone else who has poured into our young people, thank you. You know, graduates, you are members of the 54th graduating class of Northeastern High School. You are following a long line of a prestigious tradition of graduates that have come before you in the spirit of excellence. You know, if you think about it this way, you have spent the last 13 years of your life in school. If you break that down, that's 2,405 days that you have spent in a classroom. That's 16,835 hours that you have spent in school. And for most of you, you've had over 60 teachers since you've been in kindergarten that have poured into you. What an amazing journey. And all of that has come together to prepare you for this moment that we have right here. So here we are. The day has come where your hard work pays off. I want to encourage you this morning with just a couple of simple pieces of advice that maybe you can take with you as you leave here today. The first is a reminder that you did not get here alone, that there are a lot of people that care greatly about you, that love you, that are supporting you and are your biggest cheerleaders along the way. I think it was the 16th century British minister who wrote once that said, "No man is an island entire of himself, but every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main." You're here today because people have poured into you, because they believe in you. And so I ask you to take a moment to think about that teacher, that special teacher that helped you and went the extra mile to help you understand a concept that maybe you didn't get the first time. I ask you to think about a coach that taught you about life and taught you that what you do off the field is just as important as what you do and how you play on the field. And I ask you to think about that friend that encouraged you to do the right thing, maybe at times when others encourage you to do differently. To all those people who have poured into you this morning and have helped you with your journey, we salute them, those heroes that have helped you along the way. We say thank you. And so the time has come today for you to give back. For those special people who have poured into you, for that teacher, for that coach, I say to you, don't forget them as you leave this place today. Send your favorite teacher a Christmas card every year. Stop by Northeastern and see your favorite coach. Take a moment to think about your proud alma mater and give back, especially when you all become rich and famous one day. And importantly, don't forget, especially to those seniors that are going away to college, career, or service to our country, don't forget that Elizabeth City is your home. And it is an amazing place, and Eastern North Carolina is a wonderful place to live, work, and raise a family and serve your community. And so for those of you that may be going away for a time, it's my prayer that your road will lead you back to Elizabeth City one day. I ask you to consider a life of public service. And I stand before you today as somebody who believes that teaching is still one of the best jobs that you could do with your life. And I believe that there are members of the class of 2023 that will come back one day and be teachers right here in Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. So to that person in the class that is thinking about that, come back and join us right here in the school system. Graduates, I'll leave you with this. If you think about it, when you turn 30 years old, it's going to be the year 2035. When you turn 50 years old, it'll be the year 2055. And when you turn 80, you are going to be moving into the 22nd century. And class of 2023, you will live to be citizens in the year 2100. Now, a lot of people ask, what will the world be like in 50 years? We don't know the answer to that. But what we do know is that if we're going to continue to have a world that works for everybody, we got to change some things in our world. You know, I'm reminded of a story of the second human being that walked on the moon. His name was Buzz Aldrin, and he traveled to the moon in 1969 on the Apollo 11 mission. And when he came back to Earth, someone asked him, what was that experience like? To get on a rocket, be propelled through Earth's atmosphere, and travel hundreds of thousands of miles to the moon, and then come back to tell about it. And Buzz Aldrin said, he said, when I walked on the moon, I noticed that it wasn't beautiful, but it was magnificent desolation. There's nothing on the moon. And he said he stood back while he was standing on the moon, and he looked at Earth, and he put his hand out, and the entire planet Earth was covered up by his hand. That's how far he was away. And he said in that moment, all he could think about was wanting to get back home. And he realized really how small Earth was in that moment to him. I ask you to think about that, class of 2023, that we are all connected on this beautiful planet that we call our home. And our generation has missed some things that we didn't get right. We are counting on you to help us solve these challenges in our world, to remember that this is our home and we all share it together. So class of 2023, you have made it. Go forward, read books, memorize a poem, spend time building up our common humanity, and remember that the things that make us unique matter greatly. But the things we have in common on this beautiful planet, that is our home, they matter so much more. Thank you, God bless you, and good luck.
Introducing our next speaker is Gracie Wooten, the Northeastern High School Student Board Member.
Good morning. ECPPS Board Chair, Mr. Spence is an innovative leader, teacher, and passionate pastor of Victory Praise and Worship Center. His style of leadership appeals to all cultures and ages. He leads a vibrant ministry who desires to cultivate disciples for Jesus Christ. After graduating from Northeastern High School, he moved to Baltimore, Maryland to attend Coppin State University on a wrestling scholarship. Mr. Spence was elected to the Elizabeth City Pasquotank Board of Education in November of 2020 and currently serves as board chair. Mr. Spence's passion for people and service to others is a driving force in his life. Please welcome Chairman Daniel Spence.
Good morning, and thank you so much, Miss Gracie. Thank you to all the family and friends who've come to support your Eagle graduate. Today is a special day for me because students, just a few years ago, I sat where you sat as an Eagle graduate. Well, not a few years ago, about 10 times a few years ago. But I'm proud to stand here today and just give a few encouraging words to you all. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." You have been trained for the past 13 years by your teachers and your staff. You have also been trained by your parents or guardians through the past life, your entire life. Now is the time for you to go. The pace you go is not as important as the actual movement of the go. Just make sure that you're moving. We all remember the story of the tortoise and the hare, about the pace of each one of those two. It was not the speed that mattered. It was the idea that the tortoise kept improving and kept moving. The cool thing about it was, I noticed in the tortoise did not judge himself by the pace of the hare. He judged himself by his own skill, talent, and treasure. I encourage you today to base your speed of your go on what God has blessed you with. So I encourage you to now go make your parents, grandparents, and other family members proud. Go make your favorite teacher proud. Go be the best college student that you can be. Go be the best employee that you can be. Go be the best entrepreneur that you can be. Go and be the best you that you can be. I leave you with this. Despite what you have faced, what you are facing, and what you will face, I just encourage you to don't stop going. Amen. Be blessed, y'all.
Thank you, Dr. Parker and Mr. Spence. Next up, we will have Nashia Adams to introduce our Cooper McLeese Award winners.
The Cooper McLeese Award is the highest award presented by the faculty to honor their senior male and female who have shown outstanding service to the school and the community. This year, the Cooper McLeese was awarded to Anaya Rainey and Ethan Walton. Please give them a round of applause as Ethan Walton makes the way to the podium.
Hello and welcome teachers, staff, parents, friends, families, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of Northeastern's class of 2023. My name is Ethan Walton, and I have the privilege of imparting all the wisdom I've obtained in my 18 years. I don't have very much experience in this world yet, but the experience I do have has a lot to do with change. A very old Greek philosopher by the name of Heraclitus, who we probably learned about at some point, but most likely do not remember, had a theory of change. He said, there is nothing permanent except change. Change can be scary. I know this firsthand, and so do many of you. Coming from a military family, I've had to move around to new places, filled with new people and new sights. From my time with change, which has been a love-hate relationship, there are 3 things that I've learned, and I'd like to share these with you today. These 3 lessons are: put yourself out there, be kind to a fault, and live in the present. As we step into this new stage in life, there are going to be many opportunities to try new things. It may be scary to try new things and step outside of your comfort zone, but in order to grow, you have to be put into uncomfortable situations. Go sign up for that class that seems interesting, even though it may seem hard. Go try out for that intramural club, even if you think you have no chance in making the team. Go and achieve the trade you always wanted to build a career out of. And go approach people, even some that you'd never see yourself talking to, and strike up a conversation. Putting yourself out there in the world gives you no other choice than to grow. Along the path of growth, failing is inevitable. Do not be afraid to fail. Rather, accept and invite failure into your life. Do not let the mistakes you make discourage you or fill you with regret. Learn from those mistakes and bounce back better than before. Always remember, this community, school, and God will always be there to support you on your path. Deuteronomy 31:6 states, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." Before we move on, let me remind you of the 3 points once more. Put yourself out there, be kind to a fault, and live in the present. Try your best to remember these, but don't stress, there won't be a quiz at the end of the speech. Kindness is something that the world needs. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Kindness can be shown in many different ways. Kindness is how Shamar is the biggest supporter of all of his classmates. You will always hear his voice hyping someone up. Ruby, being the first to volunteer for any service project, is kindness. When Jalen gives countless rides to his classmates, that is kindness. Kindness is when Miss Gray cooks 5-star meals for her classes on nerve-wracking test days. If you ever need any question answered, go to the kind James Wright for pretty much help on any subject. Kindness is Coach Nixon telling you he loves you every time you leave his gym. Be kind to everyone, no matter their background, their age, their race, the clothes they wear, or even the way they treat you. You never know what someone is going through, and one helping hand can be all they need to be grabbed out of a dark hole. Kindness will get you a long way in life. You will build relationships and make useful connections. Make sure to remember the connections you've already made and do not burn those bridges. You never know when you'll be the one in need of a helping hand. Out of the 3 lessons, I believe the most important of them all is to live in the present. You cannot move forward if you are stuck in the past. And if you worry about the future, you simply cannot enjoy and appreciate the present. It is important to accept your past and face your future with no fear. Think about driving a car. You don't drive by staring into the rearview mirror, I hope. Instead, you look forward through your windshield at what is in front of you. You change lanes, you make turns, you stop at red lights, and maybe hit a squirrel here and there. If you were to stare into that rearview mirror, you wouldn't be able to drive your car, your life, in the right direction. I'm not saying to never look in your rearview mirror, your past, because that is not safe either. From time to time, it is good to look back and learn from what is behind you, but do not get stuck staring into that mirror. Part of living in the present is to not overthink. You're not perfect, no matter how hard you try to be. Enjoy your present, be thankful for the people around you, and tell them you love them. Your life can change in an instant, so there's no point in stressing over things that have happened or what could happen. Live now. Hopefully, by now you can't get the 3 lessons out of your head, but just in case, here they are again. First, put yourself out there. Step outside of your comfort zone and do not be afraid to fail. Number 2, be kind to a fault. Treat everyone with kindness, no matter what. It will get you far. And number 3, live in the present. The only thing you have control over is your now, so don't spend too much time worrying about the future or the past. I hope you remember these very important lessons and bring them into your future. Graduates, I've enjoyed our last 4 years together. We've cried, we've laughed, we've had countless nights staying up 3 minutes before assignments were due and submitting them. We've gone through a pandemic and virtual learning. I would say we did good. We've all grown so much, and I look forward to seeing where we all go. Thank you. Next, Cooper McLeish Award winner, Anaya Rain.
Good morning. If y'all don't know, I'm Anaya Rainey. Dear graduates, as you embark on the next phase of your journey, I want to emphasize the importance of knowing your purpose. Your purpose is what drives you, what motivates you, and what ultimately gives your life meaning. When you know your purpose, it becomes easier to make decisions, set goals, and overcome obstacles. Your purpose is what gives you direction, and without it, you may feel lost or unfocused. So as you move forward, take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Ask yourself what brings you joy, what makes you feel fulfilled, and what impact you want to make in the world. Once you have a clear sense of your purpose, make it a guiding force in your life, and remember, your purpose may evolve over time, and that's okay. What's important is you stay true to yourself and continue to prioritize the thing that matters the most to you. I was inspired to speak to you all about purpose from one of the greatest books I've read, titled Purposefully Scarred, written by one of the most beautiful souls I ever met in my life, the author, Candace Rainey. Can we give her a hand? Who just happens to be my mother. Out of all the things that my mother has inspired me to do, the greatest thing of all was to discover my purpose for life. In my signed copy, she told me to be great on purpose. Initially, I read it as just a quote, but soon after it became a way of life. I realized that in order for me to be great at anything, I would have to be intentional about everything. Me being a student athlete, I created my Being Great on Purpose plan so that I can excel in the classroom and on the court. I began to be intentional about what I drank, ate, what I read, and how I worked out, and how I used my time. I found that the more intentional that I became, the better my results were. If you're going to be intentional about anything, be intentional about your purpose. Your purpose has the power to thrust you into positions you didn't even apply for. Your purpose has the power to thrust you years ahead of schedule. Your purpose will have your name being discussed in boardrooms that you know nothing about. And I reiterate, be intentional about your purpose. Purpose builds businesses. Purpose builds the family. Purpose builds the church. Purpose builds the schools. If your purpose doesn't match your business, it fails. If your purpose doesn't match your family, it fails. If your purpose doesn't match your decision for church, it fails. If your purpose doesn't match your decision for school, it fails. If you cannot find your purpose, find your gift, because it is your gift that will give you clues about your purpose. Class of 23, please repeat after me. Everything I do after this moment will be on purpose. My family will be on purpose. My business will be on purpose. My decision for church will be on purpose. My decision for school will be on purpose. And to the class of 2023, we are here on purpose. Thank you. 12 out.
We've come to the part of the ceremony that I know you've all been waiting for, so I'm going to give our folks just coming in a minute to get seated. While they're finding their seats, students, why don't y'all turn and give your parents a thank you, a wave, a clap. All right, are y'all ready? Audience, in order for you to hear your student's name called, we ask that you hold your applause until the end of each row, just the end of each row. I know, it's a hope. Class of 2023, please rise. Superintendent Parker, Chair Spence, and members of the Board of Elizabeth City Pasquotank Board of Education, these students have completed all credits as required by state and local guidelines and are students in good standing at Northeastern High School. It is my privilege to present to you the 54th graduating class of Northeastern High School. Students on the front row, make your way up. The rest may be seated.
Good morning. We would like to say, as we begin to read these names, that Christopher Franklin Conley's name was inadvertently left off of the program. We apologize for the error, but wanted to congratulate him along with the rest of the class of 2023. With that being said, the student with the highest grade point average Nashaya Faith Adams. The student with the second highest grade point average, Mary Ellen Foreman. Graduating summa cum laude, Macy Lee Braymiller. Emmanuel David Brown. Caleb Matthew Buckingham. Taylor Susan Davis. Ruby Delgado Cupel. Mariah Olivia Gallup. Ciasia Nicole Green. Paul Gullum Moore. John Stanley Sanders. Ethan River Walton. Elizabeth Grace Wooten. James Thomas Wright. Graduating magna cum laude, Gavin Thomas Bright. Oscar Alexis Dominguez Garcia. Justin Lee Garrison. Triana Melissa Govia. Dorian Jovan Griffin. Jakira Simone Lister. Please join me in congratulating the students from row 1. Row 1, you may be seated. Row 2, please rise. Anna Noel Myers. Chanel Autumn Lee Johnson. Jordan Tyler Winslow. Graduating cum laude, Carson Reed Blanton. Dave Shakay Antoine Brown. Nkosi Taquan Burley. Christina Asia Clark. Dante Christian Govia. Julia Anna Marie Hepner. Brittany Jalen Key. Amari Nashawn Mercer. Isaac Perez Montez. Anaya Janae Rainey. Christian Benjamin Reeves. Amaya Marie Taylor. Shamir Shami Williams. Christopher Norman Anderson. Kanye Matthew Barnes. Jermaine Lynn Barnett. Jonathan James Barnett. Please join me in congratulating the students in row 2. students, you may be seated. Row 3, please rise. Shamar Cordell Barrington. Donnell Lavon Beasley Jr. Nehemiah Noel Denver. Alonzo Biddle III. Joshua Keith Billups. Jalen Wesley Blanchard. Dallas Ryan Bland. Cornacia Shante Boone. Demetrius Bowser Jr. Julio Alexander Bravo Guzman. Savannah Jewel Wright. Dave Anthony Brown. Zaisha Eva Lanai Bruce. Yasmin Carballo Cruz. Raul Cervantes Luis. Shelley Marie Cabarrubia. Dylan Michael Colson. Christopher Franklin Conley. Morel Tavarian Dance. Deba Tipla Doe. Please join me in congratulating the students in row 3. Row 3, you may be seated. Row 4, please rise. Nyana Naija Dow. Zoe Nicole Ennis. Eric Aubrey Fazekas Jr. Josiah Carnell Felton. Ziana Aisha Felton. Lacey Marie Farrell. Kamora Camille Fleming. Orion Rayshawn Frierson. Quanasia Jashay Gatman. Osha Shalina Danielle Gibbs. Bradley Thomas Goins. Jacob Alexander Gregory. Anthony Maurice Griffin Jr. Keita Paige Griffith. Cameron Jamal Hall. Deanna Louise Hinton Halstead. India Ashaya Harris. Ruth Mariah Hinton. Myasia Jashay Hoffler. Please join me in congratulating the students in row 4. Row 4, you may be seated. Row 5, please rise.
Kayla Marie Hoggard. Shatasia Zane Jenkins. Jaya Takia Johnson. Makira Jamaica Danyane Jones. Cheyenne Marie Lambert. Patrick Thomas Leary Jr. Kira Ellen Lee. Denasia Nashe Lewis. Benjamin Randall Luton. Zanae Alicia Lewis. Keziah Renee Mallon. Quavion Edward Martin. DeMarcus Anthony Mason. Kylie Denise Ann McGuire. Gabrielle Rochelle McMillan. Xavier Spencer McNeil. Jalen Dion Nelson. Justice Keon Nelson.
Hannah Marie Northup. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of Row 5. Row 5, you may be seated. Row 6, please stand. Juanita Monique Overton. Zaire Aaron Overton. Logan David Parker. Renisha Renee Carey. Andrew Michael Pisano. Tamika Lachey Rescos. Amir Reyes Bautista. Shahira Rodriguez. Sanaya Lene Rollins. Makayla Renee Roscoe. Nathaniel Jose Sanchez Martinez. Evelyn Sanchez Verduzco. Christopher Michael Sawyer. Kayla Samira Shannon. Kayla Samira Shannon. Ephraim Azariah Sharp. Josiah Lamont Simmons. Tanzania Destiny Slaughter. Corey Alexander Smart. Arion Najee Snowden. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of row number 6. Row 6, you can be seated. Row 7, please rise.
Samoya Jade Staten Costin. Amari Denise Sutton. Kanisha Samaya Sutton. Shamar Malik Sutton. Jamie Davion Swain. Chase Alexander Dreckle. Amy Marie Turner. Noah Saul Turner. Jasmine Vicente Garcia. Amari Jami Watkins. Damari Levante Whitby. Jakayla Monique White. Nadiria Desiana White Carter. Aria Atricia Williams. Edward Orlando Williams Jr. Jaden Ian Williams. Henri Amon Williams. Nazaya Shari Zavala. row 7, and all of our Northeastern graduates. Please welcome back to the stage Senior Class President Osha Gibbs. As we conclude our ceremony this morning, please allow students and stage guests to exit the gym floor before you leave your seats. And now I turn the next part over to Osha.
Woo! Class of 2023, please rise.
We did it, y'all. We did it. We did it.
Yeah, the biggest. Anyway, please join me, your senior class president, in turning your tassels from right to left.
Dr. Parker, members of the Board of Education, it is my honor and privilege, through the power conferred by the state of North Carolina, to declare that the members of the class of 2023 are graduates of Northeastern High School.